Hi everyone, welcome to the Bug Bites. Pam has graciously invited some of us to be guest designers on her blog during the first few weeks of the month, and I was so excited when she accepted my request to be part of her team. So this month, using Accent Essentials, Home Decor, and Home Accents were the cartridges for this month. So for my cartridges, I used the Home Decor and the Home Accents, as I don't have Accent Essentials, but I did use the Gypsy Wandering cartridge since we are using the Gypsy as part of our design. So what we're going to be making today is this darling little box. It's a gift box. You can place anything you like in it. I'm probably going to put a little necklace that I'm giving my mother for Mother's Day. It is three-dimensional, and we do make it totally from cuts with the Cricut, and I have done a few videos to show you how to make the box and also make this cute, beautiful flower here. I do want to point out the flower. The video that I do, it is not my creation. There's someone by the name of Lauren Meter who has a website called My Time Made Easy. She also offers SVG files, and in that she offers an SVG file for Rambling Rose. So what I did is I took her tutorial and I went through the cartridges that we have on our that ProvoCraft has that we have through ProvoCraft, and I found that the Accent Essentials and the Home Decor and Home Accents cartridges both had a flower piece that we could use to make this flower. So my flower is a little bit different than what Lauren has on her tutorial, but the concept is the same. And so on my tutorial, I'll go through and show you how I made this particular flower using the Home Decor and Home Accents cartridge. Okay, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to share this box with you today. All right, let's get started. Now I have all the pieces cut for our box. We have 3 strips of paper that we're going to use to make the side of the box. We have the 2 square rectangles that will be the top and the bottom of the box, and then we have the 2 smaller squares that will be the inside of the box. And I meant to say scallop squares and not rectangles. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to want to do is take our long strips and put down our score pal. And we're going to score at 1/2 inch along each one. And that's where we're going to fold for our base to put that to make the side of the box. So each one we're going to score at 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take each strip and we're going to fold it up along that 1/2 inch score line, and then we're just going to take a pair of scissors and we're going to cut every so randomly along this edge, and that's going to create flexibility for us to do corners and such with this binding to make our box. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all 3 of those. So now all 3 of our edgings are cut, and you'll see you'll be able to make that in a circle or square, whatever you'd like, and it will sit flat on what we're making. So that's the reason we cut this, to give us a little bit more flexibility. All right, we'll put those aside, and now we'll work on the cover of our box, the lid. So we're going to take one of these scallop squares, and using the Tim Holtz Distressed ink, I'm using the Vintage Photo and my little stamper majig thing. I don't know what that thing is called. I'm just going to get a little ink on there and just kind of rub this around and just kind of antique the edges up a little bit. Give it a little bit of dimension. And next we want to take a ruler and turn over the square, the square scallop, the top, and let's measure where we want the binding or the band to be. And so for the top, we're going to want the banding to be as close to the edge as we can possibly get it. So I'm just going to draw a line from scallop to scallop or corner to corner where I want that banding to go. So when I start to adhere it with my glue, I'll have a line to follow. Okay, if you can see that. Then on the bottom, we're going to want the bottom part of the box, the banding, to be in a little bit further than the top amount. So I'm going to use that first scallop as a guideline and draw my lines connecting each scallop on the inside. I guess that's what I mean, to make a smaller box, because we want the top lid to fit over the bottom lid, if that makes sense. Okay, so there's our bottom. Alright, so the next thing we are going to do is take one of our side panels that we've already pre-cut, that we've cut, and we're going to start putting this on, gluing this down to make the side of the box. Now, I tried this a couple of different ways, and I decided that hot glue was really the best way to do this. The other adhesive didn't stay as well. It took too long for it to dry. So what I'm going to do is just do a small section at a time, put a little row of hot glue, and then kind of put my piece on here. Actually, I'm really going to go ahead and find the corner. And you can see that. I want to make sure I'm going along that line that I drew. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the corner, and this is where those cutting of the cardboard, the cardstock came in handy, so we can actually make a turn there. So if you see that, I kind of folded that on top of each other so that I could make a turn and make a corner. So now that I've done that, I'll go ahead and run another line of hot glue along that line, and we'll adhere that down along the line to make that side of the base. Okay, and again, we'll do the same thing. We're going to fold that one on the corner. So we have a square.